Welcome, guys. Welcome. Boy, it seems like we've been doing marathons from Sunday. It's been marathons, back of marathons, back of marathons, right? So we're gonna do a live breakdown of parts of Mark Golden's speech, budget speech, 2025-2026, and we're gonna highlight some disgusting and low moments displayed by the three individuals that you see in the title and on my thumbnail. Listen, man, I was very upset. I am very upset. I am very upset. You know, I try to hold out for hope, and it's just very frustrating to see the blatant disregard, lack of care. I really don't trust this government, man. I see them. Hello, how you doing? I am actually live right now. Them can't hear still because the phone is on my phone. Maybe use my live. How you doing? All right, wonderful. Yeah. Hold on, make you wait a sec. Go ahead.
Nasty big nose man, him do not respect nobody in Jamaica. Him not even respect himself. That man is a thief. You know why the man no want to do it? Because of Michael's manly first bring in the children. Doctor and nurse to Jamaica.
Oh, you talk.
Him don't try Michael manly do that. He no want to do it. I no want to sign on with the rest of Caribbean. I'm not chat. That one I'm not talking can't chat.
Oh.
Big thief, liar, and evil boy.
Mighty God.
Him and his size 14-foot wide, there is a big thief, liar.
Tell him.
Sylvia was dead with the wife again, and then lock up the man. I could have talked a long time say, is the woman Lana? Not Sylvia killing wife. Because of the woman London, that big size 14-foot thieving girl. Want the people in place. Want the girl in place. And then do it. You see when you're there at Portland, our guy at Portland, in with the him. Yeah, and you. I mean, the people must tell him. He have to watch out.
Oh, yeah, that was Isaac.
Isaac have to watch out. No one talking about Isaac. He have to watch out. Because of the man, the doctor man, was dead there and then trying to tell a lie. Say, the man was a B man. When me no got shot, and I don't send what kill the man to get the place with their wife. I did somebody send a link on to me when he was talking about in the business with PJWYZ in blanket in white. And then I forget it. But I'm show it to the boy, but I'm searching for that thing and I cannot find it. I'm searching so hard on the phone to find it. It's so buggy.
Yeah.
The part that draft. Andre, I am searching to find that thing. It's so buggy, Andre. But I can't find it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if all the guys remember when the people that were killing off in Montego Bay. And then for the thing, wait a second, I'm going to do curfew, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. The three of them, the one who runs in Montego Bay, the murderer, that man is a murderer. And the one at Portland, It's a Jesus Christ Almighty God. Oh, them to remember, say God, I look you know.
Yeah.
And then when say, oh, God, you hear? The Haitian. Then when they send come at Jamaica. And when the boat them come in with them, they don't run, go down there and take them and say them and go send them back. And then use the boy and then to kill the people from Montego Bay.
All right, mommy.
But that's why they couldn't forget to they can't find out who way to come from them life. And about the Asian killing of the PNP, them down there. But through them feature the Jamaican, they do not understand cruel. But then they will never know such more people that live there and understand and know them talk and everything and then come from one place. The people them will go on. So make me tell you, anything you do, and you feel say nobody now gonna do it, I see and God will come. Never let the world without a witness. Never.
Right.
Unseen eyes. Look it down there.
All right, mommy. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with the budget here.
All right, God bless.
All right, my live right now, so you can jump on.
Yeah, man.
All right. Why? Listen to me, man. Hey, I never know say so much people. People tap the screen for me now. Tap the screen like this. Just like this. Just tap the screen just like this. That's how you hit the like button here when I'm using this version right here. Christopher Tufton should be absolutely ashamed of himself. Splash did you walk one? Yeah, man, get the likes up, man. Christopher Tufton should be ashamed of himself. Juliet Cutbert is like, she's just a lost cause. You could have said she really hate Mark Golding with a passion. I don't know what white man do her, but she has suffered. In my opinion, she's suffering from some trauma. And she needs healing and she needs to come out of parliament and go fix herself. She does look evil and just tough. You understand? She does look evil and just tough and just ugh. I swear, these people just look demonic, bro. I'm not telling no lie. And I'm not over exaggerate. Andrew Honest, you know, there's a gentleman that call me and call Andre Stevens so regular. And him always say some things where I just have to tap, I can't even say nothing, I just have to, because I don't know nothing about those things. You know, the way how him break it down and him always say, no the Prime Minister don't have a care in the world. No say Andrew Honest is not worried. Andrew Honest is not worried. Ladies and gentlemen, when I see the man in the parliament today, I realized exactly what the Virgin are talking about. And that's why I put it on the thumbnail. When I saw Andrew Honest in a parliament today, I say, yeah, confirmation. This man don't have a care in the world for what is going on in Jamaica. Look for Andrew Honest. That look like one man we care about what going in our country with people. A man we have to argue that the pensioners them not forget a flat rate. A man we are cheer for Messi. A man we have 28 bank account. This was when Mark Golding was talking about his statutory declaration at SSL. The man don't have a care in the world, people. Not even a little bit. But when I go to my live stream, you know, I need take up that stool and put the plug in up on the stool so you can hire all other people. Give me a second. I'm going to go and play this. I'm glad I recorded the sit down. Load up on my phone.
To do so, we cannot. Mr. Speaker, our housing strategy includes making the Housing Agency of Jamaica the lead developer for low-income housing in the island. Most private developers have not been focusing on affordable housing because the return on investment is not as attractive as the middle to upper bands on the market. However, approximately 50% of NHT contributors earn less than $30,000 a week, the same band of low-income borrowers who we're going to give the home insurance break to. And they cannot find a house on the market that falls within their income band. The government has a duty to protect its citizens, and we will use the HAJ to drive the construction of low-income housing. Our plan is to build 50,000 affordable houses over the next 5 years.
Want to hear that?
They will be one-bedroom starter units, because we know there's a practice among our people that when you sell a Jamaican a starter unit, they will expand on it, and in time they will build their parcel. Just look at Portmore and look at many of the other communities, including Operation Pride communities, where persons who are once living in informal settlements and have been regularized have lovely houses as a result of the policies of the People's National Party. Mr. Speaker, as I've said, contributors to the NHT who are purchasing these units will not have to pay the land portion of the overall value, increasing the affordability and investment value to these buyers. They will get a significant equity from this policy. Mr. Speaker, we have already to this.
Want to hear that? This is what I'm excited about, guys. Before I get into the disgusting and the low and the untrustworthy and uncaring side of things, this is a leader that cares. The housing program that they're proposing, I am so in love with it. So in love with it.
Develop a database of government lands that are available for housing. And these are being identified across the island. When we form government, we will be not sitting and waiting for lands to be identified. The work is already being done. The third part of our housing strategy is to roll out.
So, what he's explaining here, ladies and gentlemen, is that they have done their audits of free lands all around Jamaica that they can use for their housing project. So when they go into power, they will be off and running in starting the program. They won't be doing this portion of the planning. They have already planned to win the election. They have already planned how much houses they're going to build in 4 years, 50,000. And the equity, which is the land itself, the individual will not have to pay for the equity. They won't have to pay for the land. They will only be paying for the housing. People, I am excited. I have to say that was a budget speech. What an intelligent, what a well thought out. And of course, he did not reveal everything. He revealed what he's going to do, not necessarily how he's going to do it, because we know all them teeth. Now you know you're doing, love. We know how them teeth. I could hear more about the housing plan, because I'm very excited about this.
The program for orderly renewal and transformation of infrastructure in all areas, which we have named in honor of Porche, seems familiar. Under the Porche program, we will be building social houses, tearing down zinc fences, replacing them with concrete walls. We will be constructing sidewalks to facilitate the ease of movement for persons with disabilities and senior citizens. And most importantly, we will be completing all the Operation Pride projects that were left unfinished, which this government has ignored over the last 9 years.
Now, how terrible is that, guys? How terrible is that? The program that was left by the PMP, the JLP has not touched at all. You see, this is what I don't like. And I hope the PMP does not follow this trend. When a government comes out of power, government that comes in abandons a good program that was being done by the previous government, does not carry out the program, and then somebody say what? Okay, whatever you want to say. And then that person comes out, the one that comes in does not actually continue a good program. That doesn't benefit the Jamaican people. That's the dirty politics I'm talking about. That is something that we need to get rid of in Jamaica. And this person that just typed a while ago is one of the individuals that encourage dirty politics, because they see themselves as a green person and not as a Jamaican. You understand? So they are so ignorant, they cannot look and hear, observe and witness a great ideas being shown to them and explained to them and broken down to them. You understand? Because they think they are green people. And the others that are die-hearted on the other side that think they're orange people, they can't see a good idea. Because you have toxic people on both sides, you know. But something about the JLP. Listen, this is my experience, you know. The more and more JLP people buck up, you know, on average, I'm like, what is wrong with these people, bro? The ones that support the JLP, I'm like, yo, and the die-hearted ones especially, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Why are you guys behaving like this? Right? Why are you guys even like, we are Jamaicans? You can't disagree with me, cool. You don't see the greatness in a Mark Golding. You don't see the greatness in the Rastaman, Damon Crawford. You don't see the greatness in the future health minister that is light years ahead of Christopher Tufton in every capacity of the man for the job in that area. You don't see it. I understand. You just are blind. It's cool. But don't knock somebody else that do see it. Right? But let's continue.
Our goal, Mr. Speaker, our goal is to bring dignified housing and to create secure, organized communities out of these informal settlements.
Now, what Margot is talking about, Prince Diamond, big up, greatness in Isaac, exactly. They have so many people on their team. You see this girl, the girl that was speaking in St. Elizabeth. I like that girl too. She's good. I like that girl. But what he just spoke about in the housing program, this is a DNA of the People's National Party. I mean, come on, these numbers don't lie. PJ literally made 10,000 homes in 1 year. That's a fact. That's not innuendo. That's a fact. What did he say? What did he say about their aim? His aim is similar. 50,000 homes in 4 years or 5 years. That's an average of 10,000 homes a year. Come on, man. You stop playing, man. Hey, you start making 10,000 homes a year, you are moving the needle. Through NHT, what it was supposed to be doing anyway, you are moving the needle. You are moving the needle in terms of home ownership. And the way how they're doing it is those lands that they acquire to make these schemes, the land will be owned by the individual. The government, not like what Desmond Mackenzie said, the government is not going to own the land. And when the person dead, they're going to take it back from them and give somebody else. This is not the JLP, all right? Okay, JLP people, this is not the JLP, all right?
We will complete the outstanding infrastructure and bring land titling services to vulnerable residents in informal settlements with reasonable and affordable terms of cost reimbursement under the Porche program. That's it. And we will...
Oh, he's going to call it the Porche program. I love that. Honoring the past president of the People's National Party that doesn't get enough credit for what she actually did with the economy. How she saved the economy from what the JLP did before. Yes.
We have fixed sources to fund the program. We'll be using funds from the consolidated fund subject to the fiscal rules. We will be using some of the profits from the low-income houses built by HAJ, and I will ensure that the Porche plan is supported by a robust and transparent governance and accountability structure.
So basically, there will be no room for thief no money. You see the way how Mayor Swaby is operating in the Kingston and St. Andrew municipality? Yes. All checks and balances. You see the way how the mayor, damn, you remember the Auditor General highlighted one of the mayors for the PMP that actually has everything, all of the receipts for the monies that they were allocated and what they used it for. That is the type of governance. That is the type of governance. A clear, and we don't need $3 trillion unaccounted for. Like the JLP government. We don't need it. We do not need it after 2025. This is the end of bad governance and unaccountability. Yes. Take that and beat me. Because I cannot say a lie where I tell all of the Auditor General has exposed the Jamaica Labour Party. They have been very free-handed with their hands and the money, and very, very tight-gripped with bringing the receipts as to where the monies went. Beat me upon that and tell me say I lie, me I tell. Let's continue. Go on like and share the live, people. We know so them vex. Or make them vex. Hey, me can't wait to hear my Monday budget speech song after Marky G dropped this today.
Mr. Speaker, we pursue a housing strategy involving joint ventures and partnerships with private developers. We will crowd in private investment in the underserved market segments by a range of creative incentives to make the return on investment sufficiently attractive to private developers, and we will share more information on that at an appropriate time.
Want to hear that? That means Andrew only can't thief the idea. You think somebody can never eat that?
Mr. Speaker, we have developed these strategies because something transformational is required in affordable housing.
So about Saturday, that's just a big up.
We will deliver transformation by repurposing the NHT to focus.
They say, hey, make sure say you're PMP. No, I refuse to take those labels. I'm a Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican that supports Damian Crawford's housing plan. I'm a Jamaican that supports Marky G budget debate. I'm a Jamaican that supports any party that is going to be transparent, any party that is going to operate with integrity, any individual that is going to operate with integrity and work for the people. I am a Jamaican. I am not PMP, I am not UIC, I am not JLP, I will not be labeled. I will not be labeled. Hello? Me say, listen man, me not even want to talk no negative thing in that ear. But them go left and do the right thing. When I go see who me is. When you think someone are about Andrew and pressure Andrew, make the next government coming up power succeed Andrew honest and don't do the right thing. Never depend them like hey. Yo, we're not even talking here, man. Make you continue. You don't know who me is here, man. Me a Jamaican. You remember good?
Focus on its core mandate. It was established by Michael Mann in the 1970s for the purpose of empowering people who needed that kind of help. It has strayed from its mandate and we will return it so that the people of Jamaica benefit in a real and lasting way. Mr. Speaker, I turn to the issue of road maintenance. Jamaica's road infrastructure is in a crisis, with systemic failures due to inadequate maintenance, underfunding, political interference, and a lack of technical...
Hey, Jaja son, we agree. Anybody else but Andrew honest, bro, and the JLP. We agree, bro. We agree. Joanne Frey, what's up? Anybody else but Andrew honest and the Jamaica Labour Party. We agree. I don't want to see them back in power ever again. And that is how bad them is. Like, them are traumatize me. People are call my phone, people are text me. and for them trauma, I add into my trauma. So me over-traumatized. When not here and just even start talk. Me can't just imagine what him I go through because a lot of people have him number and start calling him all long for how much years now. You know, hear the man say the senior citizen I call him and the man traumatized, brother. Reggie, don't know how much people call me, bro. All my one family them call me and say, yo, me I listen to your program, I know say a real thing if people them talk about the pension of them. The pension of them now get their money on time, brother. What kind of foolishness that, bro? People that depend upon local money when now work, bro. Right? We're probably get a little help from them family member here and there. Them the people the money for ready. Ready before a day when them supposed to get the money. Their money should be there before the day when they forget the money. Right? But he want to take with flat rate. Andrew want to take, he might definitely yes, he want to take with flat rate from the people them. The pension of them. Yo, me say tears and prayers. Me say blood upon his hand. Blood upon Andrew Owner's hand. All of them were support the foolishness. Blood upon their hand. The cries of the poor and the needy and the disenfranchised shall not be go unanswered. Remember me tell you that. It shall not be go unanswered. This man is a wicked man. You understand? You have to get move up, man. You have to get move up.
And a lack of technical oversight. This has been compounded by dissolving the Road Maintenance Fund in 2017 under this government. We do not accept the assertion that climate change is the cause of the deplorable road conditions across Jamaica. The problem is the lack of a systematic approach to road maintenance, and in particular routine maintenance by competent road contractors who are held accountable for the work they are paid to do. This failure is worsened by things like a lack of proper drainage, use of poor quality materials like we've seen on the South Coast Highway from Harbour View to Moran Bay, and incompetent construction techniques in some instances. Mr. Speaker, the consequences of poor road conditions include increased vehicle repair costs, longer travel times, increased cost of travel, declining public transport systems, reduced national productivity, and rising road fatalities linked to substandard infrastructure. The National Road Safety Council has noted the disturbing increase in road fatalities in Jamaica. For the period 2014 to 2017, the average road fatalities in Jamaica were about 350 people per year. That's too high. But this has escalated since then to well over 400 and even 450 fatalities for the year.
Wow.
Directly linking substandard road conditions to the increase in accidents and fatalities. The nation remembers a shocking newspaper story of a man who apparently drowned in a pothole. Mr. Speaker, we cannot in good conscience accept such preventable tragedies as the new normal. The state of Jamaica's roads are undoubtedly the worst that they have been in living memory. The nation's potholes have become a symbol of failure of this government's prosperity promise. After 9 years of glaring neglect, government initiatives like REACH and SPARK are in reality just temporary and inadequate fixes. Indeed, the major project SPARK will only address, I believe, 4% of the total road network. But what about the other 96% of the road network that serves the families in rural communities? What about the roads that serve the yam and banana farmer in Muirhouse, St. Anna, and the coffee farmers in Lamdue and St. Thomas? Mr. Speaker, it is apparent that the National Roads Agency is overwhelmed and lacks resources, resulting in haphazard patchwork solutions rather than durable repairs. The original intention was for the NWA to be equipped.
When I need to go over the road them bad.
And more effective than road cures. They specialize in gimmicks.
Right, that's some more go. This is where I wanted to go, guys. I want you to pay attention to Christopher Tufton. Yo.
And tragically, the entirely preventable cervical cancer of the cervix in women, continues to claim so many lives of Jamaica's women. We will launch a national screening program to identify the diseases that are the top killers of Jamaicans and treat them early and more effectively. No, your name's not Joe. Prevention and early treatment are easier, cheaper, and more effective than late cures
So ladies and gentlemen, you know, I really want to know what's so funny. Christopher Tufton, what is so funny? Share the joke. Share the joke. While Mark Golding was giving a solid presentation to deal with illnesses that are really the top ones that are taking our people out here in Jamaica, the man said they're going to do all island screening on a regular basis so they can catch the breast cancer, they can catch the colon, the prostate, all of those things that are at the top that is unaliving our people. And just like Desmond Mackenzie, when the gerrymandering bill was being put out there and tabled in the parliament, you are mocking the people of Jamaica, the ones that you're supposed to be serving, while you're listening to real issues that is happening in your ministry, and you are the Minister of Health. Jamaica, you the people of Jamaica, you guys are going to tell me that you have seen this blatant disregard for the care of Jamaican people by ministers of government ever from the PMP? Tell me that you can remember a time, all of the big people, everybody that is over 60 and 70, right? Tell me that you can remember a time when ministers of government and the PMP was acting in this manner while in parliament, when such a serious topic of people, you're talking about children that have died, you're talking about baby mothers that have died, you're talking about unborn babies that never get to born that have died in this health ministry, to the point where family members have threatened, openly threatened the politicians and even the nurses and the doctors that are in the hospitals, because of a clear frustration, right? Because of a clear frustration, they have threatened people behind those things. And this is what Christopher Tufton is doing, while such important issues was being talked about, and how the PMP is going to fix it. He's like this, sitting back. You know, when I was watching that, I just wanted to have the ability, the God-given ability, to reach out and touch Christopher Tufton through the screen. I wanted to have the God-given ability to reach out and touch him. Just touch him. You know, back in the day when we elders them used to touch me, so we can have sense. Yeah, I just wanted the ability to reach out through the screen and just touch Christopher Tufton. And I really want to hammer this point home about that wicked man, you know. Because he's not different from Andrew Honest. I don't want to take on eye off of Christopher Tufton. You know. Christopher Tufton is just as wicked, even wickeder than Andrew Honest. Ever hear them say, you jump out of a pot and go in a fire? All of the labor them with things say, you can go left Andrew Honest behind and kick him out of a party and refurbish the party with a Christopher Tufton at the helm. Christopher Tufton is wickeder. And this is my opinion. He is even wickeder than Andrew Honest. For a man in a healthcare, the Minister of Health, be acting like this, while key issues is being spoken about, where people have literally experienced the loss of their family members because of the incompetence of the healthcare system. Whether the equipment them now work, whether the equipment them now have no battery, whatever the case might be. Lack of enough doctors, lack of enough nurses, right? What do you call it in the hospital them? More in the hospital them have to lock down. Right? People have to sleep on ground. People have to sit down in a chair for 48 hours. This is the Jamaica want to remember. And we have people that, yo, the people that are coming at the comment section and I show child labor right. You guys have no shame. Uno worse are Andrew Jones and Christopher Tufton. Even if you're getting paid to come in the comment section and say that type of stuff. Do you have anything? You are lower than dirt. At least dirt and fall because we can't show seed in and it grow. You're lower than dirt. For you to come in my chat and champion these type of people, you are lower than dirt. I mean, not take what me talk. This is disgusting. This is despicable. Look at this.
No idea that they have those diseases. And tragically, the entirely preventable cervical cancer of the cervix in women, continues to claim so many lives of Jamaica's women. We will launch a national screening program to identify the diseases that are the top killers of Jamaicans and treat them early and more effectively. No, you know that joke. Prevention and early treatment are easier, cheaper, and more effective than late cures. They specialize in gimmicks. We specialize in real solutions that bring lasting change. Treating high blood pressure and diabetes effectively in our clinics will decrease the number of strokes, heart attacks, amputations, and kidney failures that are now overburdening hospitals, burdening livelihoods, and claiming lives. Mr. Speaker, despite of the grand announcements about the rehabilitation of health facilities, multiple operating theatres remain non-functional today at major institutions, including, as I've said, KPH, Cornwall Regional Hospital, St. Anne's Bay, Anotto Bay, and National Chest Hospital. Under the next PNP.
Somebody a call me. Hello, I'm live. Hello.
Bolo?
Yes, I'm live on the air right now.
Yeah, okay, you just watch the program every time, man.
Okay, yeah, watch your program now?
Yeah, what you want with the oil refinery.
Oh, the oil refinery. Oh, the one that we did review with Andre Stevenson this morning.
You know, say you're a black them boy, man. You're a black them boy. You're a black coming like CBS.
Thank you, sir.
You don't believe it.
Respect.
You don't believe that the King Islands, no? So, man, they keep your program, keep your company.
Okay.
Yeah, man, boy. Bolo, man, tell the boy. It's disappointing for Jamaica, man.
Yeah. For real, man.
Andrew hopelessness, they that administration.
Right it. Say that again, my boss. Hold on there. Hey, them yang them Lord. We call him Andrew what?
Andrew hopelessness.
Andrew hopelessness. Somebody is a call me.
Tell me one day, oh, Jamaica people have much million people in Jamaica, and they have this one little man that ruin everybody.
I tell you, boy, But you know what them say? We are not fighting a physical fight, we are fighting spiritual wickedness in high places. And that is yeah. Go ahead. Ah, thank you very much, my boss. Thank you very much. Yes.
And the church is against him. Because when I come here, it's a YouTube up here. So
no, man, that a Peter Chambers attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, them black film stuff, them, man. Yeah, man.
But why?
Because him too raw and uncut. Him just...
No.
Him talk straight. Him talk with a fire. You understand what I say? And there's certain words and thing where you can't already say on YouTube. You see me? And even though in try to tone it down, them already tag him. YouTube already tag him as a type of person already. Say that again. Say that again.
YouTube is like a young baby. A baby and just ban and the tender and stuff. I just YouTube, look at that. YouTube tender, YouTube no work with some things.
Yeah, because you have to understand, you know, it's about the advertisers. The advertisers don't want them name beside certain argument. Right?
Why?
So once you monetize, you know, advertisements are going to run on the channel, and if it doesn't go with the status quo, that's why I try to still present the information, but in such a way, you understand? Yeah. But yeah, man, somebody wanna call me a while ago. Thanks to that. You know, boss, come more.
One more thing, you know, say. Them are fight against Mark Golden, right? So, who comes when Siaga? You know, say Siaga white man, you know?
Yeah, listen, bro.
That will buy a white man, you know. So,
thank you.
So, who come be a problem?
And quite a number of the other people in the JLB. It's just dumb. It's just they have nothing. It goes to show that they have nothing to go against Mark Golden. Because him in no bangarang, him in no suicide, in no corruption. So they don't know how to attack him, so they attack where him come from.
But if you want like him, I'm gonna be next Prime Minister.
Yeah, man. I mean, I gotta work, bro. I gotta work, Whoever God decide to be the Prime Minister, the next Prime Minister, that is just always going to go. God, I go take back Jamaica. Them can't do nothing about it. He already declare and decree.
How much money are you going?
Yeah,
and Virgin? And call 40, 50 months now, you know.
Virgin, I tell her. But we have to go still.
Too much. Yeah, man. So next time I call.
Yeah, man. Alright. Call back that person. I'll just call me a while ago. It's a new person too. Whitmore, big up. Colin there in our place. Odin Wagwan Portmore in our place. Anthony Williams, big up. Sassy, you know Sassy there. Alright, good evening. How you doing? I'm live. Yeah, you have to talk up a little bit now, because the phone kind of low.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about the debate play.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually live right now. I talk about, I break it down.
Okay, but one thing I got address what I never hear still.
Go ahead.
I got address the taxman. I address the taxman them because in a foreign, you know, this is the police are harass taxman man and all these things, man. Why taxman in the Jamaica can't drive around with the people freely? Yeah, ask a question because you know why.
Go ahead.
Jamaica needs speed trap. But taxman I go down the road, them know some have to drive 40. I'm have to drive 50. If you go over limit and get ticket, in step or somewhere, and get all these scamming police off for the man that we are running them taxi man.
Right. We need a body cam them on the system for it.
System, it look ugly, man. It look ugly.
Yeah. And then the government in my view, them a scammer too, because they talk about they want $1 billion for the taxi man them. What the hell can go so? They target a certain amount of money if you take off of the money. You know, brother, the whole place just loose, bro.
Where they are foreign and I watch it. That's why I say I'm glad for you guys, you know, because the TV station and certain station now to the people.
Yeah, them now care certain things.
Yeah, they must show the people the pretty parts and them know the Jamaican need fix up, man.
Listen, somebody reach out to me. A very important lady on YouTube. Miss Akimi, that's the name of our channel. I met her on YouTube. Love that lady. And I saw a comment from her on my third channel, Bolo VNR. And she said that a friend of hers wanted to migrate to Jamaica. So she sent her the link to my page so she can actually see the intricacies of what's going on politically and otherwise on the news. So she can make an assessment as to whether or not she want to come here.
I don't consider. You know what say? I never sit down and watch a debate before, like from start to finish.
Yes.
I mean, I tell us when I go to church, you know.
Yeah.
I would have leave church, you know, I feel say, you know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I would hear what the man does because the man touch all the point for Jamaica people need to hear.
Yeah, he really covered a wide range of issues.
Yeah, let's see us because I'm living right now because here one now. This man I got make the people know that here what go on. You see, it's a price of mine, I don't know about diet thing. Cut out that.
Yeah.
Because it's the problem.
Right.
Diet thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Jamaican. We know Jamaican love niceness. Jamaican love handout. They just want comfortable in the country with our
Virgin, we are some man.
Right now, you fixed up the road and you walk in the community. You people them happy and glad they will lift you up, man. Just give them what they want, man.
Yeah, some man.
Understand? Because Jamaica is a handout place. They just want comfortable. If you want to cut down on crime, first of all, them say the kids them in the school get them start to read and all these things. All them young police will left the force. Put them in school at the world. Park up the jeep, but the bad kids them see the jeep and knows them how to behave themselves because police always there around.
Yeah.
Don't put them with these police who corrupt already because as soon as the first Monday morning them work with them to corrupt.
Yeah, the corruption in the sorry about the noise. The corruption in the police force, they need to take it out. They need to take it out like a cancer, man. Yeah, man. Them have to do some serious surgery.
I know all of these government traveling, and you know them see how other country run.
You notice. Yeah, you know that. I don't know if you listen to the interview with Mr. What's his name again? Renito Adams and the brother name Mota Baruka. You know, say people is advocating. There is a petition going on. If you have Renito Adams come as the commissioner of police for Jamaica.
Because here we know. It's Jamaica now. Jamaica don't really want to go killing police. Now. Jamaica just want to fix up. See all the prison them in a Spanish town, Kingston. Move them to the countryside, man, and make up hotel and these things, man.
Virgin, a whole heap of things the man can do with the prisoner then.
People miss them flight, them can just go to the hotel.
Yeah.
Some place, because hotel for name of a Bob Marley. The second one name of a Usain Bolt. You understand me?
Yeah.
Fix up some shop around the hotel, them and make them nice, rent them out to the people and make sure the people are weird because you attract tourists. Make sure the people wear uniform just like the police them wear them national colour when they must sell to the tourists them like say welcome to Jamaica out here clean. Build up these things in Jamaica make people awesome. And the crime is done because the man we are bust the gun can go sell orange or go sell apple or go sell something. You understand me?
You know which other thing I'm gonna make you leave after this because I have to go back to the clip. You know which other thing excites me about the budget? The plans of the man have for ganja, brother. And him talk about the rest of them specifically. And him talk about the medicinal properties of the weed and how them can turn that into actual produce to export. Them thing that the man I think on every aspect. Virgin, me I tell you say, hey, I love this speech, but the school, man, the entertainment zone and them something there. Some of them switch already, you know, man. Some of them switch already, but we not stop BTM like what we know some say. We not stop BTM like what we know some say. You see it?
Alright. Before you go, you know why I read the man? When the man speak on the campaign them, you speak that Jamaica people can understand it.
Yeah.
don't use the political language as people can make nice and don't understand. When them talk, the man too militant, man, because remember man Jamaica, you know?
Yeah, Virgin, all them talk about Master Mark and them foolishness there. Right now, Mark going in a more Jamaican than enough of them, bro. I tell you that, brother, the man have the music in him, the man understand the history, the culture, him bright. That's cool, man, he multifaceted, man, he can't manage him, man.
And your oldest dog bright enough to run the country, man. If it be an MP or a councillor, brother.
Virgin, I don't want him nowhere near the treasury or the money. I don't want him in a government. I want him losing seat and can't come in a parliament next time.
Anyway, the next thing before you go against my law, because the thing that will be asking my law, if you can't hold you up. Number one, from the man put his wife in place, Jamaica people should have just wake up from them time.
That is it.
Because the man and the woman sleep like same bed, you know, they wake up and chink teeth together on the table, you know.
Oh, she should be speaker of the house. Craziness. But look how still, respect.
At that time, Jamaica people are wake up, man. The people watching beer up and wind up themselves and turn fool like street, my lad, and that's why I go around them. That's all cheese.
Yes, I. Don't say a word. Look a bit.
I'm like the real people of Jamaica lost, my lad.
Alright. Respect.
Yeah, big up myself.
Up top. Alright, if you don't know that's sickness, boy, I can't take another thing, a next thing. I have to go back to it. Pick up the caller still. No violation. No violation, no boss.
St. Anne's Bay, Annotto Bay, and National Chest Hospital.
Hold on there. Hospital then. Yes, start hold it.
A simple thumb trick discovered by NASA scientists could be the key to reversing memory decline.
It is effectively in our clinics will decrease the number of strokes, heart attacks, amputations, and kidney failures that are now overburdening hospitals.
Oh, guys, listen. The donation link is still working, you know. You understand? Yeah, man, if you really appreciate what you do on the platform, Cash App is open. We have the PayPal and the Zelle. Alright? Bless it up, bless it up.
Burdening livelihoods and claiming lives. Mr. Speaker, despite of the grand announcements about the rehabilitation of health facilities, multiple operating theatres remain non-functional today at major institutions, including, as I've said, KPH, Cornwall Regional Hospital, St. Anne's Bay, Annotto Bay, and National Chest Hospital. Under the next PNP government, every operating theatre will be refurbished so that each patient instead of waiting years for their surgery. I mean, I've seen in my constituency people waiting for years for a hernia operation, suffering pain. It's a terrible thing, man.
How smart if you wait years? If Marky J never said, want to believe it, you know? Yo, if you wait years for a hernia operation, no, Jamaica healthcare system gone to dogs, brethren. The man saying I'm own constituency. People are waiting for hernia surgery for years. What can go so? This is a ball out moment, you know? Box cover. No, some, you know, I'm going to find all the ball out there, right, because you have to go ball out a couple times, brother. This not normal. This not normal, none at all, virgin.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament.
Shift it, God.
Shift the election.
Shift everything.
Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach.
Mighty
Take out
God.
the thief. Take out the criminal.
Take them out, Father.
Take out the thief them.
Please, me, I
Take
beg
out
you.
the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament.
Take them out.
Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
I tell you, boy, man. I tell you. Lloyd, big up yourself, my general. Let's continue.
We will be able to have their procedures done quickly in well-equipped modern facilities. We will move from the cutting of ribbons today to the cutting of hernias tomorrow.
Remember that.
departments are severely overcrowded with patients who could be treated in urgent care facilities and sent home. I repeat, urgent care facilities and sent home. We will create...
Look at Christopher Tufton, ladies and gentlemen.
Patients who could be treated in urgent care facilities and sent home. I repeat, urgent care facilities and sent home. We will create urgent care centers island-wide where patients will have the option of not only seeing a doctor, but having the relevant tests available for diagnosis and treatment. This, along with the expansion of emergency rooms and wards, will lead to shorter waiting time.
Yo, you see that scum look on the man's face? Yo, is it just me? Am I overreacting? Seriously, am I overreacting, people? If you think I'm overreacting, put a 2 in the chat. If you think I'm on point in my assessment about Christopher Tufton, put a 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you think I am on point about my assessment of the nonchalant, uncaring attitude of Christopher Tufton in the parliament today when the area that he is responsible for was being addressed, ladies and gentlemen. No, sir. Look on the man. Look at the man. Jamaica, look on the man, Jamaica. Not a care in the world. Eh? Look at it. No, sir.
Tests available for
Star Trek,
diagnosis
big up Nehru, big up Islam 2025, big up.
Emergency rooms and wards will lead to shorter waiting times and end up with patients having to sleep on benches and floors once and for all. We need to end the indignity that people who need public health care in Jamaica are facing. The country is witnessing healthcare workers at all levels, from support staff to, for the first time in our history, medical consultants, taking industrial action due to poor working conditions, inadequate compensation, and mounting frustration with the system's deficiencies. And you can imagine working in the work environment that I've been describing, how that must be in terms of demoralization. Proper health care cannot be delivered by demoralized staff. The next PNP government will prioritize service delivery over options and gimmicks. We will service delivery over optics and gimmicks. We will ensure that staff are motivated, trained, and retained in the system through incentives such as sponsorships for advanced training, housing provisions, and adequate compensation, which is a goal.
Housing provisions and adequate compensation. Nurses and doctors, want to hear that? Housing provisions and adequate pay. Housing provisions and adequate pay. When you don't know, so they're going to take care of the teacher them too. You guys know that they're going to take care of the teachers as well. The PMP is dedicated to stop the brain drain that is happening in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. Our staff. Hey, let me tell you something, man. I don't be surprised, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be surprised if you see this government, well, the successful government that is going to succeed Andrew's government, Marky G-led government. Do not be surprised if you see them bring the Cuban doctor them or send our doctors to go training with the Cuban doctor them to go learn what them know. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if a program like that is done. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see an international type of trade-off where some Jamaicans go to Cuba and some of the top Cuban doctors then come here and then switch around. I would do it, me personally, and this is an idea, them can take it. I would do it like every 6 months. 6 months, Jamaican nurse and doctor, a few of them go to Cuba, and 6 months, them come back. And then the next 6 months, you send one new batch. And then them come back. And then the next 6 months, you send one new batch, and then them come back. That experience would be, my goodness, that would be wonderful. That would be absolutely wonderful for our country.
Advanced training, housing provisions, and adequate compensation, which is a goal that all of us have. The current government's approach to outsourcing diagnostic services instead of investing in hospital equipment has resulted in the accumulation of significant debt to private contractors in the health system. This causes service suspensions, because they're not getting the money, which force patients to pay for private services, which they can't afford.
Strawberry 10, good to see one of my day ones in the building. What's up, girl? Salute to you. Salute to you, Strawberry 10. I'm giving temporary wrenches. Lord of mercy.
We will prioritize the presence of functional radiology equipment in every parish hospital and put an end to hospital patients waiting on ambulances to take them elsewhere for urgent scans. We will ensure that every parish has a CT scan machine. And I will add, the children's hospital, which is currently without a CT scan machine, or a working one anyway. Yes, a child in my constituency had to be taken from children's to KPH because there's no CT scan at children's to do it, and ended up unfortunately passing.
Wow.
Mr. Speaker, the current administration.
A child in his constituency had to go from the children's hospital to KPH, and because there was no machine available, the child passed away. And you know, Christopher Tufton is still looking like this, with a smile on his face, as if this is political. This is bigger than politics. Yet about the lives of the people of Jamaica. Where is this man's humanity? Where is this man's humanity? This man is the Minister of Health, you know.
Seems to be averse to maintenance, whether it be roads or hospital equipment. Non-functional equipment is testament to their lack of attention to preventive maintenance. Broken and non-functional ventilators, ambulances, diagnostic equipment, even air conditioning units are usually the reason why critical services are not delivered. Simple things like that. Preventive maintenance is needed to prevent us from ever getting back to this situation again. Regular maintenance of standardized equipment will be a key priority for the next PNP administration.
Now, why you think Mr. Mark Golding, the Honorable Mark Golding, have to be addressing those minor issues in the budget debate? Because there was an incident, there was an issue. Doctors came from overseas, ladies and gentlemen. Marvin B. Walker, salute here. Well, go on, Marvin. There was an incident where doctors came from overseas to give a very expensive surgery to a child. You know when your back, when your back hook up like this. I don't remember what they call it, sclerosis or something like that. When the spine is curved and hooked up. There was a child that needed that surgery, and the reason why she couldn't get the surgery, ladies and gentlemen, came in the news. I covered it. Every vlogger covered it, and I know the chat knows what I'm talking about. I just don't remember the name of the child. The only reason that child could not receive the free surgery from the doctors that came from the United States to give voluntary service was because the AC unit in the damn hospital was not working. People, come on. This man is supposed to be the Minister of Health. And to add insult to injury, I am always going to go back to when this man told the people in the pandemic, if you need water in the community, a specific community he was in, right? You remember, you were in the chat that day. Strawberry 10 is from the United States, ladies and gentlemen. And Strawberry 10 remembers me covering that story. And look at her comment. It is sad. The little girl is in agony and in pain. And her family is not well off enough financially to afford that surgery. When those doctors is coming back to Jamaica again, we are not sure. But they come probably 2 times per year. But the fact of the matter is, even if they do come, the AC is not fixed. And you know what was the response of the Minister of Health? His response was that they have searched far and wide pretty much, and they have not found the piece for the AC or whatever to fix it. Now, you know, there are doers And then there are people that say, that make excuses why they don't do. You see, when they really want to do something, let me tell you something. You see, if that child was Christopher Tufton's daughter or son, he would move heaven and earth to fix the AC. We need leaders in our country that see the children of Jamaica as their children. They have to care for them in that capacity. And that is the type of leader I want to see in my country. I want to see leaders that really care about the people of the country. They care about grandma. They care about grandpa. They care about the women. So when things happen to them, they want to fix it immediately. And for it to never happen again, hopefully, depending on the situation. Right? But the fact of the matter is they don't care. They don't have that caring capacity. I am at this point, at some of them, I am questioning their humanity. I am wondering if they're aliens, and I'm not joking. Because they are so detached. They are so detached from outer touch, from the cries of the people, that he can be sitting in the parliament like this with a smug face on. I just want to slap, yo. You said me, yo, man, I was watching it. I'm like, yo, I just want to reach out. I had my Sassy moment. Sassy, listen, I had a moment today when I was watching the parliament and saw that man's face. I was like, oh my God. Look at this dude smiling. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it, man. Terrible, man.
We will strengthen the health facilities maintenance unit through proper staffing and resources. Mr. Speaker, we recognize that there is little consideration for the immense value of volunteers who contribute in the health sector, medical missions from our wonderful diaspora, health fairs and voluntary work, bring healthcare to thousands of Jamaicans annually. We want to recognize the efforts of these good Samaritans who make all this possible, not only by conveying our sincere gratitude, which we do, but by committing to making it easier for them to do the Lord's work. We will build out the services offered to facilitate the delivery of voluntary health care and cut through the bureaucracy that bring abusers to account.
I want to fast forward a little bit.
Mr. Speaker, the people of Jamaica want justice in many areas of life where the system fails to protect their rights. As it stands, our public defender, that institution, has no power to take action in court to defend those who are not able to defend themselves. We will enact legislation to empower the public defender to bring legal proceedings to defend the rights of vulnerable Jamaicans. And you don't know that to be true on the Minister of Justice? Shame on you. Shame on you. We will also expand the scope of the Office of Public Defender.
Wait a minute.
Every parish supports strengthened, and the cultural attitudes and practices that
this part of it has to do with Delroy Chuck. Delroy Chuck, you know, I have little words. What? He needs to resign. Delroy Chuck just needs to resign. There's so many reasons why he needs to resign. The utterances that come out of this man's mouth as the Minister of Justice, I am flabbergasted. He is anti-justice. How can you have a Minister of Justice that is anti-justice? What? This only in Jamaica. We have a Minister of Justice that is anti-justice. I think I need to do a whole show on Delroy Chuck alone. Like him alone, like the things that he said and the stance that he has taken. I think I need to do a whole show on Delroy Chuck alone. How do you have a Minister of Justice that is anti-justice? What can go so? The man is talking about justice and the man... Listen to this.
Gender-based violence need to be strengthened.
Gender-based violence So,
which have historically used.
so domestic violence is a serious issue in Jamaica. It's a very serious issue. The man them are nimble. Them love raise them and offer the woman them. Yes, it is very serious in Jamaica. I for one pride myself in walking away. No, don't feel like you're gonna beat me, you know. Don't try that. Right? Don't feel like you're gonna put your hands on me. Don't try that. I am going to subdue you. Alright? You're going to be submissive at that point. Yes. You're going to be submissive. I'm not gonna allow you to damage my face, my eyes, my body. Don't try that. But I am not going to take my hands and just because you did me some, because you cheat on me or I'm angry with you, we have an argument, and I'm going to take up my hand and lick you. No, that's not going to work. I'm the one that walks away. You understand? Yes, I'm the walk away guy. Because I'm not going to be in that category of Jamaican men that put him hand on woman and like beat woman and them something. No, not doing it. Not this guy. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry.
In communities which have historically used beaches for recreation and fishing, and also with our tourism interests, to secure appropriate rights of access for the public to be able to enjoy our beaches. If necessary, we will use legislation to protect the public interest in having reasonable beach access, while protecting the legitimate interests of business owners. Mr. Speaker, domestic and gender-based violence are a serious problem in our country.
Yes.
The support system for victims of gender-based violence need to be strengthened, and the cultural attitudes and practices that normalize that behavior need to be re-engineered through public education and in our school system. We will establish support centers in every parish. To provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and gender-based violence. And we will move quickly to complete this long outstanding review of the Domestic Violence Act and to implement the recommendations arising from that review so that there's a more effective system for holding abusers to account.
So you know that the laws are going to change. So, right, Chuck. Whoever those people are that is alleged to be beating them wife for in a government, and the MP them and whoever, we take cheer and lick them woman, in a trouble. When PNP, when JLP lose, in a trouble. Yes. When JLP lose the next general election, y'all are in trouble.
The people of Jamaica want justice in many areas of life where the system fails to protect their rights. As it stands, our public defender, that institution, has no power to take action in court to defend those who are not able to defend themselves. We will enact legislation to empower the public defender to bring legal proceedings to defend the rights of vulnerable Jamaicans. And you don't know that to be true in the Minister of Justice? Shame on you. Shame on you.
So Delroy Chuck come out and said that is not true. So Mark Golding said, you don't know that to be true, and you're the Minister of Justice? Shame on you. Hold him, Marky G. Hold him. Hey, I'm very proud of Marky G, you know. I'm very proud. Very proud of him. Very proud.
Shame on you. Shame on you. We will also expand the scope of the Office of Public Defender to become a national human rights institution. As a full-blown national human rights institution, it will monitor and report on Jamaica's performance in respecting the rights of our citizens. Mr. Speaker, as Minister of Justice, I started that process over a decade ago. It has been abandoned by this government. We will revive it and make it happen. Mr. Speaker, many disputes of a civil nature, such as issues concerning land and...
Look at this dirty person. Look at this guy. Look at him. Let me screenshot this. And Desmond Mackenzie is sitting beside him. Not a care in the world, just looking down. Hey, Mark Stewart, prophetic word, you know. Mark Stewart, prophetic word, ladies and gentlemen. It have to come to pass. The ball out. It's not a joke thing, you know. This audio is not a joke audio. This audio.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them all there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Andrea, Joanne, Hamitation Wilson. Is that your full name? Wow. Yeah, he truly did amazing today.
Civil nature. Many disputes of a civil nature, such as issues concerning land and dead left property and so on, lead to acts of violence because people cannot afford lawyers to defend their interests. We will expand the legal aid system in partnership with the legal profession to include a range of constitutional and civil matters so that people can get help to access their rights in important areas of their lives, including property matters, estate matters, personal injury cases, and employment cases. We are going to bring rights to the people of Jamaica because they deserve their rights.
So the Jamaican people, are you not excited about that? The government, the new government that will be formed after Andrew Warner's government loses the general election, is concentrating on making sure that the people of Jamaica will be afforded legal aid in very, very key areas. You know, you remember who watched Talk Your Mind TV? If any Talk Your Mind TV people over here, I'm going to put up on the hand if you want to watch Talk Your Mind TV. Talk Your Mind TV has been championing the cry of a gentleman. I think his name started with R. And them thief him land. Him say a lawyer thief him land and him have the documentation them. He's on TikTok all the time. And he's been crying out to Andrew Warner's government specifically for quite some time now. And like I said, Talk Your Mind TV has been championing that man. And it's only because I haven't got the time, because I plan to do a whole show. He has done so many videos. I'm planning to do a compilation of maybe a 45-minute video of this man pleading his case. Star Trek in our place. Pleading his case to get back his land, ladies and gentlemen. And there has been no response from the Jamaica Labour Party to this man. No response. And you see, if the PMP lawyers like Isaac go and take it up now, right? He's not a PMP lawyer, but he's a lawyer by profession, and he's now one of the MPs running in the general election to go into Garden House. I'm just saying, if Isaac was supposed to take up that case, ladies and gentlemen, or any of the legal team, they would say, oh, you know, it's politics. But this man, land allegedly was stolen from him. How can you just steal a person's land? And you are supposed to be a lawyer. It's a lawyer that allegedly do this according to the man, you know. And the man has been pleading with the government of Jamaica to look at this issue. And there has been no response. Mighty God. They call the people squatters in Jamaica. How can you be a squatter on the land that you were born on? How does that work? How do you become a squatter on your own land? I've never covered this story because it happened so long ago, but I've seen them brought it back up with the people that they hit down their houses in I don't remember the place name, but that is one of the reasons why Mark Golden is talking about the legal aid for the people. It's one of the reasons why. Right? There's so much things, man.
For our protection, we will complete the long outstanding process of enacting domestic legislation here in Jamaica to enable our country to accede to the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court. It is a missing element in the current accountability framework for those who abuse power in this country. As Minister of Justice, I started that process over a decade ago. Again, it has been abandoned by this government. We will make it happen.
Shame on you.
Mr. Speaker, no, we did pass some dog bite legislation. Mr. Speaker, as Minister of Justice, I pioneered Jamaica's transformation.
Why is Delroy Chuck laughing? They have been getting paid millions of dollars and haven't been doing anything in the people. Whoa.
I met Jen after she was ghosted by an ex. It took her years
Whoa,
to get over
this is
it.
sad,
She just
man.
popped back into her life, looking for
Man, we
answers.
gotta clean up
She found
Jamaica
my
for
advisor.
real.
The next meaningful step. That was what Mr. Siaga advocated for. With 2 decades having passed since the doors of the CCJ were opened back in 2005,
Oh,
there's been sufficient time.
so now he's talking about the CCJ. Us as a country, going to the moving from the court, the Privy Council to the CCJ. And he demanded that Andrew Onus let us know his stance, where he stands, where the CCJ is concerned. And he also outlined the position of the People's National Party, that they will not, and I repeat, they will not be going any further with the constitutional reform because of several key factors. And I was loving it. Marlene Malawu Fort was over there just smirking off her evil witch face. Hey, me tell you, say, yo, that lady is a witch for real, you know? That lady is a witch for real, bro.
Unfortunately, has no such requirement, and the Privy Council has said that what it requires is a 2/3 vote in both houses of our Parliament. Mr. Speaker, we do not support the route that Jamaica is now on. It is not in keeping with the requirements of our Constitution, as declared by the Privy Council itself, in a case brought by the Jamaica Labour Party. We urge the government to abide by the ruling of the highest court in the case that they themselves brought. So how should we proceed, Mr. Speaker? In the debate on the 2011 Charter of Rights, then Prime Minister Bruce Golding, after pointing out the pitfalls of the referendum route, set out the path by which the movement towards full independence must proceed to be successful. And I quote, he said, what the framers of the Constitution were saying is that, look, there are some things which are so important that it is not a matter of counting up the votes to decide who has won. It is a matter of ensuring that both government and opposition can find common ground. And Mr. Speaker, what should the common ground be? The final advice of former Prime Minister Edward Siaga was to keenly follow the progress of the CCJ for an appreciable amount of time, make an assessment, and then take the next meaningful step. That was what Mr. Siaga advocated for. With 2 decades having passed since the doors of the CCJ were opened back in 2005, there's been sufficient time to assess the performance of the Caribbean Court of Justice. Mr. Speaker, that assessment shows that the transition should urgently proceed based on compelling factors. Firstly, no complaint whatsoever has ever been heard coming out of any of the 5 sister territories of the region that have embraced the jurisdiction of the court, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as their final court. That is a powerful testimony of the quality of the CCJ and the benefits of adopting it as a final court.
Sure.
Secondly, the CCJ has received strong international recognition for its secure insulation from political interference and other forms of external interference, and for the efficiency of its operations, and for the excellent quality of its judgments. And Mr. Speaker, thirdly, it is unacceptable and indefensible that Jamaicans should be left attached to a court to which only the most wealthy have access, to the shameful situation where a Jamaican citizen, like me, needs a visa
Yo! Mark Golding just declared to everybody that he is a citizen of Jamaica only and not Britain. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? Oh my God. Man, I'm so upset. My computer is not working. My internet is not working, man. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. What in the... I gotta find a way. I'm gonna find a way to have a substitute internet that when that ish breaks down, bruh, I need to know I can do my job. Because right now, I need to be doing a video pointing this out. How did I miss this? How did I miss this, guys? Yo, Sassy, you hearing this? Strawberry 10 probably don't understand why I'm so excited because she's overseas. She might know, but there was a big fuss about Mark Golding's dual citizenship, or his citizenship as a British. And they said he should denounce his British citizenship. I said, to hell with that. Based off the Constitution, he does not need to recuse himself of his citizenship because he only got it because his father came from Britain. But his father came here and he was born here. You feel me? His grandmother is Jamaican. His wife is Jamaican. He is Jamaican. He grew up in Jamaica. He went to school in Jamaica up until the tertiary level, and then he went to college. I think he went to college out here and overseas as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. But I'm just saying, the man is Jamaican, and they wanted him to they're saying, oh, you can't serve two masters, pretty much. So he just dropped a bombshell. Oh, my God. Yo. Did anybody else catch this? Did anybody else catch this? Yo, I need y'all to tell me if you have seen anybody else catch this that I just heard a while ago and identified. Oh my God, this is a bombshell.
That Jamaicans should be left attached.
Even my phone dropped. Hold up, y'all.
Unacceptable and indefensible that Jamaicans should be left attached to a court to which only the most wealthy have access. To the shameful situation where a Jamaican citizen like me needs a visa.
So, Mark Golding, ladies and gentlemen, does not have a British passport or a visa anymore. Yo, I wish I had my sound bites. Wait a minute.
What can go?
Oh my God.
We're tired of the labor. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more.
Yo, hold up. Hold up. Yo, I gotta screen record that, guys. Hey, listen, man. Nah, I gotta make it short. Ain't no way he just said that and I just picked it up. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Oh. Yo, I gotta get my internet tomorrow. This can't work, man. Too much is going on right now, bro. I gotta get my internet right tomorrow, man. As soon as the morning is lit, I am gonna be in the office in the face. Fix my ish. Yo, there's too much going on right now. I should be recording like 10 videos. Yo, listen, this one presentation alone, I should be getting 10. There is 10 subject matters of importance that was said in this one freak. Yo, man, listen, bro. What? Yo, hold up.
Bvrfam is all about the prep. It's
Hold up.
foundation for everything.
Hold up.
Preparation always pays.
Hold up. Hold up. Let me screen record
Of
this.
its judgments. And Mr. Speaker, thirdly, it is unacceptable and indefensible that Jamaicans should be left attached to a court to which only the most wealthy.
This part, I gotta get this part, y'all. Lord have mercy. Yes, Lord. Let's go.
External interference, and for the efficiency of its operations, and for the excellent quality of its judgments. And Mr. Speaker, thirdly, it is unacceptable and indefensible that Jamaicans should be left attached to a court to which only the most wealthy have access. To the shameful situation where a Jamaican citizen, like me, needs a visa. In this chamber, whether sitting as the House of Representatives or the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, access to justice.
You know, I know a lot of you didn't catch that. But Marky G is no longer a British citizen. Marky G doesn't have any British passport anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of the dunce people that run back did not catch that. You weren't listening, were you? He is not a British citizen anymore. The man just dropped a bombshell in the parliament. Am I the only one that caught this? Well, if I am, this video is going to be posted immediately. Yo! What a bangarang! Ballot! Whoa! We tired of the green people, them. Marky G, hey. One Marky G. General. Salute. Salute. What a bombshell the man dropping in parliament today. Oh! And there's another bombshell, you know. Don't you know that them suing them for the Portmore Parish thing? Yes, that's been filed. You think say them a play with you, know? Andrew, the JLP, you know, things say the man a play with you, know? Time come. Time come. Try remember good. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Those, sir. Right, the same thing there. Ballot. Why? Remember that. Let me see all this. Beat and teach Wagwan. Beat and teach it, beat them wicked, bro. Well, sis, I'm sorry. Sis, them be wicked.
When the solution to putting that lies right here in our hands, in this chamber, whether sitting as the House of Representatives or the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, access to justice is a critical issue.
Facts.
Right now, the vast majority of Jamaicans do not have a final court. You need a visa to go to UK as a litigant, and the cost of litigating a case is many, literally tens of millions of dollars. It is not an accessible court for the majority of our people.
True, man.
And when you look at what the CCJ has done for our Caribbean sister countries that have acceded to its jurisdiction as a final court, whereas in Jamaica you have a mere handful of cases going there each year, sometimes 2, sometimes 5, sometimes 1. They most countries have multiple appeals that are being heard. Their laws are being interpreted and applied. It brings tremendous economic value to have an accessible final court because it increases the rule of law and certainty in how economic transactions are conducted. So while our foreign direct investment is fine, look at what's happening in Guyana, for example, where they're going at nearly 50% because of their oil and gas industry. They have the CCJ as their final court, and they have massive investment in their oil and gas industry. And the same is true of other jurisdictions in the Caribbean which have acceded to the CCJ. Mr. Speaker, if we undertake that assessment, as recommended by Mr. Siaga, the outcome is clear. Yes. The government and opposition will at last have found common ground. This could be the year when the historic and empowering institution of a Caribbean final court, originally conceptualized by none other than former Prime Minister Hugh Shearer and his cabinet colleagues back in 1970, comes to finally be acceded to by Jamaica, and justice at the highest level becomes accessible to all Jamaicans. Prime Minister, you have a duty in this budget debate to deliver a long-awaited explanation to the country as to why you and your government do not support the position that the opposition conquered the shares with 3 of your former leaders. I know justice at the highest level becomes accessible to all Jamaicans. Prime Minister, you have a duty in this budget debate to deliver a long-awaited explanation to the country as to why you and your government do not support the position that the opposition conquered the shares with 3.
Transfer compagnie Bolo numéro 1.
You know the advertisement just violate me a while ago.
The position that the opposition conquered the shares with 3 of your former leaders. I now move to the content of the Constitutional Reform Bill, now in Parliament. In our view, it is fatally flawed. First of all, its mechanism for appointing the new president effectively places power in the hands of the Prime Minister of the day. And that is a highly undesirable further concentration of power in the head of government. And I do not want such an awesome power when I become Prime Minister. It should be democratic.
Yo, man, listen, bro. Man, yo, man, Marky G, man. Hey, man, this man right here, man. Look at this witch. Mark Golden just said that he does not want that awesome power of being the ceremonial president or whatever they wanna do. Yeah, all that power they trying to put in that one person's hand, he doesn't want it. And Marlon Malahoo smiles. What is she smiling about? Huh? What is she smiling about? Baby, this is chess, not checkers.
In our view, it is fatally flawed. First of all, its mechanism for appointing the new president effectively places that power in the hands of the Prime Minister of the day. And that is a highly undesirable further concentration of power in the head of government. And I do not want such an awesome power when I become Prime Minister. It should be democratic.
So basically, with great power comes great responsibility. Right? Good night. This budget's response by the Honorable Mark Golden is like a high-ended earthquake. Just asking if the JLP administration, is still feeling the seismic effect. The way how you, I gotta screenshot that, right? The way how you phrase that. Yo, somebody screenshot that and send it to me. That comment right there is everything. Oh my God. That comment right there? Yeah, that comment right there is everything, man. Y'all give me a second, man. I gotta crop this. Yo, the man said what? Shout out to you, sir. Lord have mercy. Let me copy that. Save. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm back. Wonderful. All right, let's continue. Whoo, Lord, you're not easy at all.
Mr. Speaker, the bill would modify the bill would also also modify the composition of the Senate to remove the opposition's ability to stand in the way of oppressive changes to entrenched constitutional protections. We do not support that. Mr. Speaker, the bill has also failed to include desirable accountability mechanisms to enhance the governance of the country, in particular an impeachment procedure for delinquent parliamentarians who bring the office of this House into disrepute, and a recall procedure for non-performing MPs. Mr. Speaker, we can't support the bill in its current form, and we do not support a phase approach to the reform.
So not only does Mark Golding not support the bill in its current form, but the phase approach, they want to do it by phases. There's a danger to that. There's a danger to it. They just need to change it. They need to do proper consultation with the people. Find out what the people, first they have to let the people understand what it is that they're actually changing and how it's going to affect their lives. So they have to do real town hall meetings, not what they did on television, not allowing people to speak who they don't like and what they were saying, and the prime minister got angry with this person because of it and all of this. Not that. Not that. We need people that are actually going to listen to the people. And then when they listen to the people, they come back to the people with the thing presented like, we have listened to you and this is what we have put forward. This is where your concerns and this is what we have for you. And then we can take it from there again. You understand? Yes. That is what we need, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not what's happening right now.
Participatory process of engagement with the public. First of all, to design the reform process itself, because the process is important. And the process that they followed, which really tinkered with consultation, but the committee that they set up, they appointed everybody except for the two that we appointed, and so on. That has not left the people of Jamaica feeling engaged and respected by the process. If you're going to deal with constitutional reform, you have to bring everybody on board and really address the issues. And then the reform recommendations will be dealt with through this constitutional.
So the PMP doesn't even like, and I don't like it either, the process that they came with about consultation for the constitutional reform is trash. Absolute trash.
There is a lot to discuss and settle. Many Jamaicans want the right to elect their president. Many Jamaicans want the right to elect their president. Many want 2 minutes. Many want fixed election dates. We need a constant discussion on how our diaspora can play a role in governance in the country. They support the economy. They support the dates and settle.
Yo, this camera.
Jamaicans want the right to elect
this camera angle was everything in the parliament. Look at this.
their president. Many Jamaicans want the right to elect their president. Many want term limits. Many want fixed election dates. We need a fulsome discussion on how our diaspora can play a role in governance in the country. They support the economy, they support the people who live here, but they have no say in the governance of the country. What mechanism should the Constitution provide for them? That's an issue.
Sassy, you hear that? All of my people overseas, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, you guys will be involved. You will be welcomed into the reform process of changing the Constitution and going to the CCJ. Yes, we want to hear the voice of you because you guys really help the economy when the economy is down. Anytime the people are in trouble in Jamaica, who do they call on? Family members overseas for pay bills here and there, for buy grocery. Where is the lie? Where is the lie, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the lie? You know how much people overseas working, taking care of them mama, and them grandpa, and them grandma, and them niece, and them nephew. You know how much people, Jamaicans working overseas, not necessarily America alone, but the diaspora, England, everywhere, anywhere on there. Big up on yourself. You guys contribute heavily to the economy of Jamaica. And if you think it's lie, I'm telling, make Western Union lockdown, make MoneyGram lockdown, and see what happens. Make those places lock down and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, all I need you to do is tap the screen like these 2 times. to hit the like button. I have had 180, 190 people in here at some points. So I believe we should have at least 150 likes on the board right now. Yes. Just tap the screen 2 times, guys, like this. Tap the screen 2 times. Oh, and don't be shy. Remember, the Cash App is available and the PayPal is available and open. So if you want to donate to the platform, also the Zelle is available as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to donate to the platform, those are the 3 options, okay? I don't have Super Chat. Don't ask me why. Ask YouTube. We live at Jamaica. All I have to say is that them bias against us in Jamaica when it comes down to Super Chats, all right? Let's continue. I digress.
We need to deal with the rights of our indigenous groups, the Maroons in particular, in relation to the land that they've occupied for centuries and which was guaranteed to them by treaty with the United Kingdom. All of these issues need to be addressed as part of the constitutional reform.
One Marky G.
I turn to the issue of Portmore. Arrangements with respect to the governance of Portmore. Arrangements with respect to the governance.
I saw the peacock. Jump up. But point of order. Only listen to this.
Portmore emerged out of a highly consultative and democratic process, led by the people of Portmore themselves. We feel strongly that the people of Portmore must be the ones to decide whether they want to give up their status as a city municipality or not. After all, Portmore enjoys unique participatory governance innovations, such as they get to directly elect their mayor. They are the only community in Jamaica that does that. And the inclusion of community stakeholders in the committees of their council, which is provided for by their charter, is also a unique feature. There is no other municipality which directly elects its mayor. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, a fundamental change.
Hey, wanna notice how Marky G dismissed her a while ago? Anyway. She was over there yapping off our mouth. Anyway.
Which would deprive them of those rights should not be foisted on them by the government of the day. It must not be used as a backhanded device either to adjust electoral boundaries. It must not be used as a backhanded device to adjust electoral boundaries. Where is the member for Southwest St. Catherine? Where is he? Because he is the one. Mr. Speaker, you said there's a point of order. My point, Mr. Speaker, I'm standing on a point of order. I am a resident of Portmore. No, I'm not going to say that. I am a resident of Portmore. And I have to say, the leader of opposition is misleading the House. My member of Parliament is a member of I am able to vote for a member of Parliament, and I am not able to vote for a mayor.
Only knows sister Juliet Cutbert now, no sense. Only knows sister she not sensible. I have family in Portmore. Juliet Cutbert is going to get up and say the man is telling a lie that the people in Portmore can elect their mayor. Only knows sister Juliet Cutbert lost her brain cells, them people. She doesn't know that there's 2 votes in the ballot. No, this is not. No. People will learn the people. What are the people?
We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more.
Oh my God. What?
Jesus Christ of
Oh no.
God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them all there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Never Portland. I'm here travel to Portland.
Hey, hold on there. No, avocado splash, DJ. No, this need crowd. This need crowd, ladies and gentlemen. What can go so? This I need crowd to blows and skirt. I can't believe this. No, you see, me I call Portmore, hold on the people. She can't answer dunce, bro. There's no way. She can't answer dunce. She can't answer dunce. Hold on. Let me call Splash DJ, man. Let me call Splash DJ. This serious. Opening and analyzing. I know it's a road man. Wow. Wow. She never. Somebody from Portmore call me, please. Somebody from Portmore call me there. Hold on, them people. Hold on, let me get the light look closer. Damn. This one charge. Well, I'm gonna get the charger. Oh, right. Let me get my charger, ladies and gentlemen. My light gone dark for me. Somebody from Portmore needs to call me, you know. Let me see me get Odin. No, Odin live at Portmore. Where Odin live? Output. Of course, I see type. Yeah. There we go. Mad. See it there now, people. We have light. Alright. No. Somebody from Portmore needs to come. Whoa, what about girl? Say I never said Juliet Wallace, never don't say I'm two. So why you do that? You can't turn on while it's a charge. That one. People don't see what reach me. Yeah, that can reach me, yes. Anyway. Let me see if we turn on the ceiling light there with any better, we can get a little bit of lighting. Hold on, people. It look a bit better. Can't take out my hoodie. It look a bit better. Now, like the lighting in this house has a certain, aesthetic to it. She never voted like shit. Anyway, let's continue. Mike Golding's speech was so good, ladies and gentlemen, that she just wanted to disturb the speech. That's all. There was nothing else to it. That's all there was to it. She just wanted to disturb the speech. I'm telling you, nothing else. She just vexed.
Mr. Speaker. Members. We're still in this house, and we're asking that we conduct ourselves in a way. I will rule according to what is supposed to be done. The leader of the opposition, is on his feet. A point of order is raised. I cannot tell you what the point of order is until we hear. So allow me to rule accordingly. You may continue, sir. Mr. Speaker, it is a fact that the people of Portmore have the right to elect the mayor of the city municipality directly. There was a separate ballot in the local government elections in February last year. They voted for their councillor and they voted separately for their mayor. And we are saying that for them to be deprived of that right.
Mr. Speaker, again, the leader of the opposition is misleading the people of Jamaica. I voted in the local government election and I was only able to vote for a councillor. There was no separate ballot to vote for a mayor.
Mr. Speaker, I cannot speak to the particular circumstances of that member. I am making a general point, an accurate general point. She must know why she can't vote. Mr. Speaker, I wish to move on, if I may. Mr. Speaker, the approach being taken by this government to the establishment of Portmore as a parish, is a dangerous incursion into long-settled processes for re-establishing electoral boundaries. The act that was passed, which establishes a Portmore parish boundary, does not integrate with the existing electoral boundaries. The Constitution does not allow constituency or divisional boundaries to span parish boundaries, so it will necessitate a realignment of the constituency and electoral boundaries to align with the parish. Mr. Speaker, the gerrymandering motives behind this initiative were publicly expressed by a former member of the cabinet of this government and have never been refuted. Never. Mr. Speaker,
Hey, Miss say. Whoa, people. Trust me. I'll be going over this for a few days. I'll be going over segments of this for a few days because, man, listen. Whoo! Yo, Mr. A, man, let me tell y'all something. I'm feeling so good. If I see my Wi-Fi start working, I'm starting a whole new live stream. Y'all think I'm playing? Man, I will run a 6-hour live stream straight through the night going over this and going over segments of it. Yo, this man totally, this was an ether track. Mark Golden's budget speech was like all of the baddest rap diss tracks in life, like No Vaseline, Ether, some of Eminem stuff. Like this budget speech was, and this man, he didn't tell a lie. He brought straight facts. Man, sit your ass down, Juliet. Sit your ass down. And you know what's funny? When this budget speech started, what's his name? Warmington? He's there. And he can't say nothing. Because that's facts. That's facts.
And then voted against the legislation, primarily because the legislated boundaries of that new parish will necessitate realigning several constituency and divisional electoral boundaries without the settled processes of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
Splash DJ, I call me Splash DJ.
Yeah, my boss.
So, we know say live up. So, Juliet Cutbert in the meeting. Come live right now, no. Juliet Cutbert in the meeting.
Yeah, man.
Zane, and I say she couldn't vote for her mayor. How that go?
Well, I think when I look in the inbox, in the chat today, when I say that she is a big fat liar. And it really and truly, it is surprising. It is very surprising.
So you have to tell me, say, bro.
She's living in Portmore and even to make that speech.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
So obviously she's in Portmore, Bolo, and not voting for the mayor, going against the PNP mayor, which is Leon Thomas. So obviously she's not supporting the mayor.
So on the ballot you have the you have the JLP mayor on the ballot and you have the PNP mayor. And you choose which mayor you want to vote for.
Exactly.
Backside.
Exactly.
Hold on there. You know me, I'll call somebody else coming up. I call somebody else coming. I want to say, I wonder if Odin. Damn, I was gonna call my cousin, but he probably don't want to talk. They don't really like to get involved in the politics thing, but oh man, I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna ask both of them. Yeah, I'm gonna ask both of them about that because yeah, I need the Portmore people to hit me up about this voting for because this is a new law. This is a new law for her to be lying in Parliament about this, bro.
Way low. Yeah, it is so low to the sense that it don't even make no sense. But alright, this is what. Look on the next thing to Bolo. It's just the other day Damien Crawford tell you where his vote is, right? In Portmore, Richford Basic School. He tell you his PD number, and he also tell you the voting process.
Right.
So, it's up to the people. Don't even have to take it from me. We
Yeah.
have to believe it from Damien Crawford or Juliet Cutbert Flynn, which is surprisingly is a member, a citizen in Portmore.
Right.
You understand?
Somebody will call me. Where I try to get my friends. Respect for call back, yeah?
Alright, so.
Respect. Yes, hello?
Good night, bro.
Good night.
You have to see it later.
Yeah, you have to talk up, you know. Because they can't hear you.
No, listen. You have to see it already. Juliet. I decided to check out the car.
Where you say the earthquake? Where you say the seismic effect at the budget? Where you say it's crumble our brains? So you live in Portmore as well? You live in Portmore?
Yes, I'm living in Portmore.
Oh, so you vote as well. So what's your talk about? Oh no. Juliet. I want to Juliet them. Juliet Cutbert, Juliet Wholeness. I want to Juliet them. Something, right?
Yeah, something, you know.
I'm not going to name my daughter Juliet, you know. I look like them are living a fairy tale land, you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. When you live in a fairy tale, you know, Bvrfam here.
Yeah.
We live in a fairy tale world. Bvrfam here.
Whoa, this is crazy. I can't believe that she just a lie like that, bro.
Yeah, man. It's pathological.
Oh, come on, man.
That's the DNA. That's the DNA of the JLP.
Yeah, she wanted to discredit the opposition leader because he was hitting so many great points.
Yes, man. Hey, bro. When I listen to the response, it's like when you're in one desert, you know, like the Kalahari Desert, and you see some water, you see a little food, drink some water. You know, this is just so smooth, soothing. And I've never listened to a budget debate. Never listened.
Man, listen, I was on the road, but let me tell you something. For 99.9% of the time, man, listen, I was tuned in. I left the computer, my mic was muted, and I had my other two phones, and I was listening in the bathroom when I was using the bathroom. That is how engaged I was in the budget presentation. Yeah.
All of my gears were engaged.
Yeah, he had my full attention, man. Yeah, man, he had my full attention.
Yeah, man. But you have to kind of see with that, you know. You have to kind of see with that.
We are still with that. We're going to move on. We're going to move on, but it's sure.
Right?
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Bless him. Yo, no, sir, Juliet. You don't look good.
In violation of the requirements of the Constitution, profound concerns with this approach have also been raised by the present and a former chairman of the Electoral Commission, by a former director of elections, all of whom have made it clear that if the implementation of the legislation is not halted, it will result in a constitutional crisis. Mr. Chairman, the chairperson of the People's National Party has written to the minister with responsibility for local government, in whose name the bill was tabled and who piloted the legislation through this House, to seek certain assurances in this regard. None have been forthcoming. Mr. Speaker, since 1980, Jamaica moved to establish an electoral system in which important decisions to do with constituency boundaries are vested in the ECJ, which has bipartisan representation. The convention since then has been that decisions which result from the processes of the CCJ being followed are implemented with bipartisan support in this House. This institutional innovation has contributed greatly to the elimination of political violence in the country. It is very sad to see this government going down a path that will undermine this transformational national achievement. And I urge the Prime Minister to ensure that as part of his legacy to Jamaica, this ill-conceived legislation is not brought into effect. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, in the meantime, yesterday, we filed suit in the Constitutional Court to strike down the legislation.
Big up Marky G. Yes. Oh, it's going down in court. Portmore, stand up. The People's National Party is fighting for the rights of the citizens of Portmore and the entire Jamaica. The gerrymandering will not stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the stealing, the skullduggery, the corruption of the Jamaica Labour Party, I call them the Jamaica Lawless Party. This current Jamaica Labour Party is dubbed the Jamaica Lawless Party. How many times are they going to go to court for violating the Constitution? And how many times are they going to lose? They are officially the Jamaica Lawless Party. You heard it here first. And I've said that many times, so you probably heard it before.
We regard the pursuit of this legislation as a dangerous affront to Jamaica's democracy, which must be vigorously resisted by all lawful means at our disposal. Mr. Speaker, in the 80-year history of electoral politics in our country, I have never heard any Prime Minister before this one, whether PNP or GLP, declaring in an ominous tone that the opposition must not return to power. That injunctive statement, repeated several times in recent weeks, carries a very threat to our democracy. The emergence of this threat was already presaged by previous unconstitutional conduct, like procuring pre-signed letters of resignation when appointing senators, like putting the newly appointed Chief Justice on probation, and the attempted legislative gerrymandering of the electoral boundaries of Portmore. The narrative that this government must stay in power only smacks of desperation. It is an imminent danger to everything that Jamaicans have fought for over the centuries. Such statements foster that feeling of unease, the most uncomfortable feeling that the will of the people may be.
Why is Floyd Green shaking his head? Why is he shaking his head? That's an excellent point being made by the People's National Party leader. I have been saying this. The utterances from my name, Desmond McKenzie. The utterances from Andrew Holness. The utterances from Horace Chang. The utterances from Delroy Chuck. The utterances from Everald Warmington. Need I go on? Need I go on? The utterances from these gentlemen have been nothing but trigger utterances. Utterances that can cause and incite violence amongst the people of Jamaica. Yeah. You understand? I mean, telling Delroy Chuck, telling the people, oh, you know, just tell them that they don't want to disclose the information to the IC. What? We the people hearing you say that in Parliament gonna anger us to say, wait a minute. So the politicians think that they're above the law. The politicians think they're above proper procedure. So you can just lie to the Integrity Commission and tell them, oh no, you know, yeah man, they don't wish to share that information. Or you know, I just can't get it, or whatever. Then Warmington, over my dead body. Desmond McKenzie. Oh, we have to take it to the streets to defend Andrew Holness Integrity Commission. Integrity. What? How do you take it to the streets to defend somebody's integrity? It's their integrity. Their integrity stands by what they do or not do. How you is going to take it to the streets to defend their integrity? These utterances I'm talking about as examples. Shoot to kill, meet the judge or meet Jamaica. We must not allow, or we will not allow the People's National Party to win. So if the people vote for the People's National Party, how are you going to stop that? Isn't it a democratic process? You don't have the power to not allow the PNP to win the next general election. You don't have the power. The power is within the ink and the finger and the X beside the head or otherwise of the choices that the people make. How are you going to stop them from doing that? You're acting like it stops with you. No. It is up in the air, and the people is the one that decides where the ball falls. In the PNP court, the UIC court, or the JLP court. So how are you not going to? These utterances are truly triggering and can be seen as threats, of course. I agree with Mark Golding 1,000,000%.
Will the people may be undermined. No politician or government should set that tone in our democracy. I am putting the Jamaican people on alert. I am putting the Jamaican people on alert to protect the most cherished right fought for by our people, which is the right to choose their government, to vote out the one which has proved that it is no longer deserving of respect. That is a right they have. Mr. Speaker, the Office of Political Ombudsman needs to be re-established as an independent institution and separated from the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. It was an unwise and unsuccessful experiment to make the ECJ double up as a political ombudsman. Last year's local government elections in February 2024 and 2 contested divisional by-elections show that there is still a need for an independent officer with a specific mandate to adjudicate and rule on violations of the political code of conduct. And Mr. Speaker, we are already seeing manifestations on the ground of conduct that suggests that we need that office to be in place right now. Mr. Speaker, the role of adjudicating disputed issues of fact about whether or not the political code of conduct has been violated is an intrinsically controversial role in which the ECJ, an institution that is built on consensus, should not involve itself. We call for the political ombudsman to be re-established as a separate independent institution. Mr. Speaker, I turn to the fight against corruption. In the debate on the bill establishing the Integrity Commission, Prime Minister Juliet said, and I quote, "As a politically independent country, we could have achieved much more were it not for corruption in many forms. Revenue leakage due to corrupt practices, misuse of public funds, and the overall perception of pervasive corruption, all of which have served to compromise the flow of investment into our country." End of quote. Then he continued, and I quote, "The Economic Growth Council, which he had established, has also recently identified corruption as a significant retardant to growth." End of quote. There is no doubt that a major factor why, notwithstanding all the economic reforms implemented by Jamaica since 2013, growth remains elusive. Mr. Prime Minister, you signaled it. Corruption is a big factor in that. This helps to explain why net direct investment in 2023 at US $376.5 million is way below, less than half what it was in 2015, when it was US $926.5 million. Corruption remains a scourge on national development. The siphoning off of funds and depriving our people of resources for investments in better schools, hospitals, roads, and other infrastructure. It affects everybody in a very real way in their daily lives. Corruption diverts resources from intended purposes and therefore reduces such investments. Mr. Speaker, as Minister of Justice, I developed the Integrity Commission legislation out of a determination to strengthen Jamaica's anti-corruption framework to reduce the prevalence of corruption in the country. I brought the legislation to Parliament, and it went through a rigorous review of an extensive Joint Select Committee process. After the change of government in 2016, the legislation was ultimately passed by this government in 2017 and was brought into effect in 2018. All the commissioners and senior officials of the Commission have been appointed during the tenure of this government. The Integrity Commission is a vital institution. It needs to be protected from attempts, current and other attempts, to weaken or dismantle it. It is a relatively new institution, and it is our duty as parliamentarians to nurture and support it, ensuring that it has the resources and the legislative support it needs to carry out its anti-corruption mandate fairly and fearlessly. Mr. Speaker, the next PNP government will ensure that it has the resources it needs to do its work effectively. We will also enhance its tools by passing legislation for unexplained wealth orders. Unexplained wealth orders. That was an agreed commitment. Of CMOC, the Crime Monitoring Oversight Committee, which this government has reneged on. We will amend also the Act to require public, and I'm talking about the Integrity Commission Act, we will amend that Act to require the public disclosure of government contracts. It was never intended that the practice of the Contractor General to publish all government contracts on a website so people could see who's getting them and what they're for and how much money is involved, that the Integrity Commission Act should prevent that. To me, it is a flawed interpretation of the section which has led to that decision being taken, but it has been taken. We need to fix it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you see all those contracts, those government contracts, who is getting them? Everything will be laid out on the table. You see this hiding and this skip to Malu and all of that? None of that. That is going to be done for.
Mr. Speaker, on a related note, we will reintroduce the system of having the opposition appoint chairpersons of the various committees of Parliament tasked with monitoring the performance of government and holding the executive to account. Mr. Speaker, I know that when you're in government, having the opposition chair committees is not always convenient politically. You know, it sometimes gives rise to uncomfortable things being said or found. But it's very important for the democracy that the cleansing sunlight of proper independent scrutiny is brought to the affairs of state, and to have the government chair these committees undermines that. We know that innovation of having opposition members chair the committee started with the JLP under Bruce Golding. When PNP came to office in 2011, we kept it, and they chaired the committees at that time. And in fact, it was kept up until the 2020 election, and it wasn't in their manifesto to change it, but soon thereafter they changed it. And it's only two of the committees, the PAC and the PAAC, that the opposition now chair, but all of the others do not. And we have not seen any evidence of any improved performance in those committees since the change was made.
Very important point, ladies and gentlemen. The committees always had a balance of JLP and PNP in it, and it was an agreement, and it was something that Bruce Golding started, but in 2020, Andrew Holness changed it. Andrew Holness changed it in 2020. Let's say slow down the speed. Andrew Holness changed it in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Was that a premeditated thing? When did Andrew Holness make his most money, ladies and gentlemen? According to the Integrity Commission report, wasn't it around 2020, 2021, 2022? Around that time, around those 3 years? Isn't that the period that Andrew Holness made his most money? Is it a coincidence that those committees were, how should I say this, bolstered with more JLP people on it? Christopher Cameron said the Jamaican people have a right to know where and how their money is being spent. Put it online. Exactly, my brother. Exactly. 2020. Very interesting. Soundbite.
Mr. Speaker, the SSL scandal has rocked Jamaica's financial system.
Look for Andrew.
Our investment.
Look for Andrew.
Investors. We again demand that all reports into what happened at SSL, including the Crow report and the temporary manager Ken Tomlinson's report, be released to the public so that the sunlight of transparency can...
Jamaica, I want you to look at Andrew Holness. I want you to look at Andrew Holness as the real leader of Jamaica is speaking, which is Mark Golding, demanding that the 2 reports are released that has to do with the SSL report. Right? Look at him. Does this look like a man that is interested in releasing the Crow report? Does this look like a man that is interested in transparency and good governance? Does this look like a man that even cares? Look at his body language, ladies and gentlemen. Disgusting and low. And he has a smirk on his face, you know. He has a smirk. Just a little smirk on his face. Jamaica say it often, you know. But it bodes well to be true. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We say must send a signal with his finger.
We can bring a better understanding. The Crow report and the temporary manager Ken Tomlinson's report be released to the public so that the sunlight of transparency can bring a better understanding of how our sprint icon, Usain Bolt, and hundreds of others got fleeced in SSL. Mr. Speaker, I commit to establishing a commission of inquiry into that matter, focusing also on the regulatory history and how it is that a licensed institution was able to carry down so many investors for so long. It is unprecedented in Jamaica. This has nothing to do with the economic issues of facing other dealers or the market generally. This was a specific problem in that institution. It should have been addressed and it wasn't. Mr. Speaker, the opposition and the wider society remain very concerned about the Prime Minister's situation. He has been the subject of extensive investigations by the Integrity Commission. The report resulting from that investigation contained findings which the opposition and many Jamaicans find troubling. The report called for further investigation by the FID, the Financial Investigation Division, and Tax Administration Jamaica. The Prime Minister has responded by taking the commission to court, seeking to strike down the legislation itself on which Jamaica's anti-corruption framework depends. In the meantime, the Prime Minister's statutory declarations of assets, liabilities and income for the relevant years remain uncertified by the Commission. Mr. Speaker, this is an untenable situation and it goes to the heart of governance in the country.
Yo, wanna ever watch Andrew Honest? When he get upset, he eye then start blink. He eye then start also. Look at this. Look at this.
Uncertified by the Commission. Mr. Speaker, this is an untenable situation and it goes to the heart of governance in the country. Given that the Prime Minister has clearly decided to try to ride this out and lead his party into the upcoming general elections, Jamaicans will use that opportunity of those elections to decide whether to allow this highly undesirable state of affairs to continue. Mr. Speaker, we are in a year of national decision-making. It is an election year. To my fellow Jamaicans, I say this. Later this year, you will have an opportunity to choose your government in free and fair elections. We will be championing positive change. We have already begun in this budget debate. We will be coming to you with more plans and details over the next few weeks. Examine our policies and decide for yourselves. My fellow Jamaicans, do not get distracted. Do not be intimidated by anyone who seems to want to rob us of our democratic way of life. Jamaica doesn't belong either to the PNP or the JLP. It belongs to the people of Jamaica, who every 4 to 5 years determine who they want to lead in government. The people of Jamaica are the title holders of this nation.
Preach.
When the time comes, we will work on behalf of all Jamaicans to build a Jamaica where everyone can live, work, raise families, do business, and retire. We envision a Jamaica where everyone can thrive, live their dreams, and be happy. We champion the building of a Jamaica that is nice for everybody, not just a few. We champion the building of a Jamaica where God is at the center, and our values and attitudes are conducive to harmony, peace, and the pursuit of happiness. We champion a Jamaica where there is protection for the vulnerable and where justice flows like a clean and pure river. A Jamaica where you can imagine the life you want and be equipped with the tools to build that life. We come to champion a Jamaica where you can live in dignity and hold your head up high, where you feel content, respected, and truly blessed to live where we are. That is what a PNP administration under my leadership will set out to do from day one in government. We will champion these positive changes. I seal my commitment as a champion of positive change with these words. I pledge my heart forever to serve with humble pride this shining homeland ever, so long as earth abides. I pledge my heart this island as God and faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. O green isle of the Indies, Jamaica strong and free, my vow and loyal promises for heartland tis to thee. Mr. Speaker, God bless Jamaica. Call her home.
Come on, man. Yep. Scenes, man. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, this was it, man. Yep. One Marky G, man. One Marky G, man. Hey, me know so we can sleep better tonight. We can't. Me don't know about nobody else, but me feel like we get some hope. Me feel like, you know, I feel like, yo, we have a shot. We have a shot to change things. And Marky G are the man for the job. Yeah, man, me feel it. Me feel reinvigorated. Me feel motivated after listening to that speech from Mark Bolin. And there are so many things. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't even care about Andrew Owen's speech. I'm going to stream it anyway or whatever. But listen, I'm going to stream it on my Bolo VNR Clips channel. That's what I'm going to do. If my internet, allows me to, I'm going to stream it on Bolo VNR Clips. I'm not going to stream it on my main channel. I'm going to liberate them come. So, send them over there so if you give me some, Yeah. Bolo VNR Clips. Yeah. And then, I'm going to do the breakdown on the main channel of the many lies that he's going to tell. Because we know what he does. He lies. A lot. Anyway, I did 2 hours and 30 minutes. Man, I probably did 10 hours today on YouTube. Man, listen, salute to y'all. I don't know if nobody want to call me, but the calls are kind of low, so my phone is not that high. So when I put the phone close to this phone, you guys hear it very well, but I don't because I got the background noise. And I got to stay out here because for whatever reason inside the house, the signal for my service is kind of, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I stay on the balcony and or the vine or whatever you want to call this. And you know what I'm saying? But the cars pass by or whatever, you know what I mean? But man, I wanna say salute to everybody. If you come back and you don't have your inches, please don't get all worked up. Yes, respect strategy. I'm not into the wrenches thing no more. I just these are temporary wrenches. So all wrenches is gonna be taken again. Because all the other people wrenches was taken. And you know how it go. I don't want nobody to feel no way. But man, y'all gotta storm up the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. I can't believe I haven't had 100 likes yet. 99 likes, y'all. All you gotta do is tap the screen like this, man. I gotta be begging likes. Likes is free. I'm gonna upgrade my begging, y'all. I'm gonna upgrade my begging. Alright? Look at it. Look at him. Look at him, guys. Look at him. Look at Christopher Tufton. Look at Christopher Tufton, y'all. You see how he's like that? You see that? A total disgrace. Utter disgrace. Look at this one. Look at her face. Look at her face. Yo. Look at him. Damn shame. Damn shame. Damn shame, ladies and gentlemen. Damn shame. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 100. Ooh, we made it to 100. Yay. Shout out to the people that hit the like button. Shout out to the people that passed through. Salute to everybody, man. I'm up out of here. Peace. And congratulations to Mark Golding and the People's National Party. They are definitely pivoting to take over, and as soon as they get this, you know what I'm saying? I'm very confident in the team and their abilities. Nora, have a good night. All right, everybody, salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all, love y'all. Thank you so much for your continued support. Have a blessed one, all right? See you later.